age-old problem. They won't go to bed when you want them to. They hide their heads under the pillow and won't get up when you ask them to. What is it with teenagers and sleep? Well, maybe it's time we revisit this topic to better understand what might be going on. A recent study found that only around 50% of teenagers were getting the 7 hours of sleep generally considered necessary. The other half were getting on average 2 hours less. Interestingly, girls are more prone to skipping sleep than boys. These are worrying figures indeed, especially when you take into consideration latest recommendation from experts that 7 to 10 hours is optimum for teenagers. Bad for the health. The short-term effects of not getting sleep are clearly evident. Just ask any secondary school teacher. 20% of teenagers admit not enough in class at least once a fortnight. A lack of concentration in lesson can lead to poor performance in exams, and grades often suffer as a result. It's not difficult to make the connection. Other immediate consequences include a weakening of the immune system, meaning the sleep-deprived are more likely to catch a cold or get a flu. Even more disquieting are the long-term effects. Doctors say there are direct links between lack of sleep and mental health issues, such as depression and memory loss. It's biological. One thing we all need to do is to stop blaming teenagers for their antisocial sleeping habits, since they do have a biological excuse for their behavior. It's all the fault of the hormone melatonin. When melatonin surges through the body, it's telling us that it's time to go to bed. The problem is that in teenagers, melatonin is released 2 hours later than in adults, meaning that they get the goal to go much later than their parents. Then, when they're forced to wake up in the morning, the melatonin level is still high and their bodies are urging them to stay in bed. That's why they find it such a struggle to drag themselves out from under the covers. A change of routine. So what can be done to make life easier for everyone? Well, one simple solution will be to start the school day 2 hours later. In the US, 40% of all teenagers start school before 8 a.m., which is clearly far too early for the average teenage brain to function properly. If a 10 a.m. start time was implemented, it will give me a much fairer chance. In addition, teenagers themselves need to take more responsibility for their own sleeping patterns. It's been proven that people who stick to a regular routine live healthier lives. Going to bed and getting up at the same time each day suddenly give your body a head start. Teens can even take a nap in the afternoon if they're able to make that a regular part of their routine. The other thing to consider is limiting the screen time, which can often run to the early hours of the morning. This is undoubtedly the main reason why many teenagers fail to get a good night's sleep. So, unfortunately for teenagers, it seems that two of their favorite pastimes, lying in on the weekend and late night gaming, have a role to play in the lack of sleep many of them complain about.